Scene 1, take 1. Scene 1, take 2.
Hello, my friend. A couple weeks ago, I asked some questions about how you guys are dealing with isolation. There were some really good responses, and I thought you might want to see the survey results.
The questions were, at this time in your life, how are you feeling? And what do you worry about the most?
There were a few people who actually said, you know, life is pretty awesome, and we're going to take a look at those later.
For now, respondents' worries fit into 9 general categories, and when I looked at all the data, I thought, you know what? I have some stuff in my toolbox that I think people will find useful. The biggest percentage of people worried about things that were outside their ability to control, like the economy, the government, and people in power. Let's look at that first.
So, here's the thing. In your life, as a human, living on this planet, in this solar system, in this galaxy, in this universe, it's a really big place. There are tons of things that can affect you.
There's solar flares and asteroids and earthquakes and the weather, and world governments, the global economy, the local economy, the company you work for, and the decisions that your boss makes, your friendships, your relationships, and how people feel about you. Some of these things there's nothing you can do. Some of them you can influence a little bit, some of these you can influence a lot, but all of these things are outside your power to control. There are only 3 things inside your sphere of control: what you think, how you feel, and how you act.
For example, you can't control how your partner feels about you, but you can control your behavior, which influences how they feel. The world economy is a shared experience that every individual does influence to some degree, but there's no one individual who can fully control it.
Trying to control any of these things makes anyone frustrated and exhausted. Instead, you can try this. Choose your thoughts by staying focused on positive things. These help you feel good, and this makes it easier for you to take actions that improve your situation. And the better you get at managing the things you do control, the more positive effect it's going to have on the things you can influence.
To help you get started, in the description below this video, I've included some of the Google Docs that I use every day to help keep my mind focused on what I want versus what I don't want or whatever I happen to be worried about. Keeping your mood in check is ultra important, especially if you're isolating with people you care about. And the most powerful tool I've discovered for mood regulation is the Wim Hof method.
It's a special breathing technique combined with exposure to the cold, and I gotta tell you, if I go in feeling cranky or tired or insecure about something, by the end I feel like I'm the emperor of the universe.
I just feel enthusiastic and energized for hours and hours. Seriously good stuff.
You can try his breathing exercise totally free on YouTube.
If you're feeling depressed these days, a surprising number of studies have come out in recent years showing that what you eat has a massive impact on your overall mood. In fact, an entire new field of psychiatry has popped up where doctors actually prescribe certain foods instead of drugs.
There's a strong correlation between feeling depressed and eating junk food, and in one study, people who switched to a Mediterranean-style diet showed a boost in mood that continued for the full 6-month duration of the study. In his 2011 TED Talk, Dr. Daniel Amen said, "You want the best antidepressant? It's not Prozac, it's gratitude."
Lots of the world's top performers talk about the power of gratitude, and I also keep a Google Doc to reflect on things I'm grateful for.
I'm grateful for Google Docs. There we go.
Aside from that, getting quality connection time with people you care about is a major game changer in dealing with depression, along with getting enough sleep. And if you didn't already know, I have tons and tons of tracks designed to help you sleep better.
And I'm not sure how long it'll go for, but at the moment, the most popular course at Yale, The Science of Well-Being, is available for free on Coursera.
You can find the links to all these exciting things in the description below.
In my long life, I have known many sorrows, most of which never happened. Mark Twain. Actually, he never said that, but I still like the quote.
The human brain loves having problems to solve, and so it loves to worry. The vast majority of time, worrying doesn't actually solve anything, especially if the problem is outside your sphere of influence.
Anxiety just burns up your energy, brings your mood down, and stops you from living your life.
Believe it or not, anxiety can actually be one of the easiest problems to solve. All you gotta do is breathe.
Not quick and shallow, but deep down into your belly. Relax your abs and breathe as deeply as you can. This will help you put a stop to that spinny brain. Feeling something that's going on in your body brings you back into right here, right now, freeing up space in your head to be creative and focus on things that make you happy.
Below this video, I've shared a free body scan meditation that you can download right now to help reduce your anxiety.
There are people out there who need my help. I've got all this free time, but I'm not giving enough at home, not producing enough at work.
I hear you, my friend. Underperforming is something that I personally struggle with almost every single day of my life. Just ask my wife. Here's an email that my wife got from her boss, which I thought was really awesome.
You were not working from home, you were at your home during a crisis trying to work. Your personal health is far more important than anything else. Don't try to compensate for lost productivity by working more. Don't judge how you are coping based on how others are coping. Don't judge how others are coping based on how you are coping. The success of your company or your home cannot be measured the same way as when things were normal.
How you feel about yourself is far more important than how many items you crossed off your to-do list today. If you're feeling particularly worthless, I've got another exercise that'll help you remember some of the awesome things you've accomplished in your life to help you feel like a success instead of a failure.
Survey respondents were feeling unsure of the quality of their relationships and social lives.
To help maintain healthy relationships, it's important to check in with how others are feeling. Asking people directly for their raw, honest feedback will get to the real stuff and bring your relationship to the next level. It can be a little scary at first, but nothing gets you on the same page or helps to clear the air better or faster.
Or ends a relationship forever. Results may vary. A little word of advice: before telling them how you feel, seek first to understand, and then be understood. A wise man, not Mark Twain.
Just make sure people give you their permission before you start giving them feedback. By now, you already know to wash your hands for 20 seconds and the importance of social distancing. On the subject of immunity, I came across something the other day that I thought you might find interesting.
All kinds of people pushing herbs and supplements that are going to protect you from corona. There's not a shred of evidence that any of these supplements and magic pills are going to help you prevent infection from coronavirus. In fact, based on what we know, this simplistic logic of immune boosting doesn't even make sense. Some of the most severe cases of COVID-19 involve something called a cytokine storm. That sounds like a Marvel character, but it's actually when the immune response is exaggerated, when it's overreacting, with overproduction of immune cells and their signaling molecules, which can worsen the symptoms. There are ongoing COVID trials testing drugs that suppress the immune system. So, am I saying we should be pushing our immune system down then? No, I'm saying these things are nuanced. And this simplistic blogosphere logic of immune boosting, it's meant to sell pills, not to understand or solve anything. Being in good general health, that's what always helps against any threat, virus or not. Healthy diet, exercise, sleeping well, not being stressed all the time, that's it right there. Nobody's gonna get rich off of that advice.
We're actually collaborating on some videos that I hope to share with you soon. For now, I've provided the link to his channel below. If your income is taking a hit, if you've lost your job, or you're not sure what's going to happen next, the main thing to remember is that all things are temporary. We don't know when the situation will end, but we do know that it will. In the meantime, I've got some more things for you that I've found super helpful during the financially uncertain times of my life.
In my world, making money always comes back to what do I care about the most, or what do I feel the most drawn towards? And what do my friends say I'm really good at? In my personal, non-scientific opinion, these are the reason you're here on planet Earth. This is your unique spark that helps make the world a better place. You don't have to get a job or create a business around these things, but it certainly does make life more fun when you're getting paid to do them.
The Google Doc below may help you come up with new ideas to make money, invent a new product or service so you can offer remotely from home, or point you towards a new career after this whole thing is over. Students who filled out my survey mentioned having a hard time trying to keep focus with all the distractions at home. And guys like me asking them to fill out surveys.
To keep yourself focused, scheduling is going to be the answer. Start by waking up at whatever time of day works best for you, not when school or society says you should get up. Add a little time to take care of your body and be nice to your brain throughout the day. Work in 90-minute blocks and give yourself lots of breaks. Share the schedule with your family or roommates, ask them to help you maintain it, and follow it consistently for best results.
During your breaks, get some exercise and always avoid junk food. Eating whole, unprocessed food that didn't come from a can or a shiny wrapper is going to give your brain the best possible chance at rocking your next exam.
If you haven't already used them, I have 2 videos that students find super helpful for staying focused while they're studying.
When it feels like the whole world is going to shit, it's all too easy to try and numb the pain with drugs and alcohol. By now, you might already be experiencing the reality that these just make you more depressed over the long term.
In his 2015 TED Talk, journalist Johann Hari shared some very surprising evidence that the opposite of addiction is not sobriety. The opposite of addiction is connection. If you or someone you know is relying on drugs or alcohol to get through this crisis, I highly recommend this video.
And now from the inspirational department, here's a few of the happy things people said when I asked them how they were feeling.
I love being home, just resting, clearing my brain. Music, food, good movies, walks, my cats, my dog, my partner, enjoying every second. I feel like this has been an incredible break to be with my family. I used to only see my husband on the weekends because of jobs, so now I'm getting to know him again. I'm feeling better about myself now that I've taken the initiative to focus more on my own health, with good food and exercise. I no longer feel so insecure about how I spend my time. We've got time to appreciate things. Isn't that what life is for?
Indeed it is, my friend. I believe this global situation is helping us as a species learn to take better care of ourselves and each other. My friends are posting all kinds of amazing family dinners, and even I nailed it for Easter breakfast. I've learned some new things about my wife and have even gotten to know my neighbors a little better. I know it's weird to say this, but I'm actually grateful for this whole situation, and I hope this video has helped you reach that same conclusion yourself. For now, stay safe, keep washing your hands, and I'll see you again very soon.